Hey guys, and good morning. It is Friday, February 5th. Kim Mixon here, coming to you with your January market update. Just kind of getting 2021 off to a start, looking at what January has been and kind of my thoughts on other topics with the real estate market as we are moving forward very quickly. I mean, oh my gosh, we're already in February. Like, how crazy is that? I say that every single month because it's true. The time is just flying by and so much going on. And the real estate market here locally is continuing to stay strong. It was funny, I met with somebody this week that was looking at potentially listing their home, and it was very intriguing to me. Obviously, they have been not been watching my market updates because it was very intriguing that they had a mindset that somehow the real estate market was so bad, that it was a bad time to sell and that homes weren't selling and all of that, which could not be any further from the truth. So what we're looking at, we're going to go into what the statistics have been for January in 2021 as comparison to January 2020, just to kind of give you some quick information there. But first, I want to make sure everybody understands we are still in a very, very strong seller's market. And now home values, we've seen home value increases, but homes are still extremely affordable. And one of the things that people don't always understand is that while home prices have risen, which is great, we want that. We definitely want that in our housing economy. It doesn't make homes unaffordable. And as a matter of fact, the in our housing market nationally, homes are more affordable right now than they have been since 2012. 2012 was the last time that we saw really good home affordability numbers, and that was based on 2012 kind of being the very low of the market after the market crashed, and then things began to recover after that, and homes became less affordable to people because interest rates were still higher. And that makes a very big difference in home affordability. So when we talk about what the real estate market is doing and why we've got a strong real estate market right now, not only nationally, but here locally too, the two primary factors are the low interest rates, which have continued to remain low, and extremely, extremely, extremely low inventory levels. And I cannot express to you how low the inventory levels are. Way that I can illustrate it, and within this, our local market, we're seeing it happen a lot. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What I can tell you in our local market here is that when homes hit the market, they are getting multiple offers, especially in certain price points, as we've always discussed along the way. You know, our fastest moving price point is that 100,000 up to 300,000, but we are even seeing multiple offers on homes over 300,000 and up. So as an example, I had a home that we put on the market last week. It was more of an investment property. It was something that definitely needed work. It was not just move-in ready, but that home had 20 cash offers in like a 3-day period. 20 cash offers. Insane. In my entire career, 17 years of real estate, I have never seen that. So incredible. And we've got more stuff like that coming on the market. The other scenario is I have a house in Midland we put on the market, and in less than 48 hours, we got 5 offers on that home. So, and it is under contract now. So I'm saying all of this to say, if you've got a misconception that maybe this is not a good time to buy or sell, that somehow the economy is bad or the real estate market is bad from that perspective, I'm here to tell you that is not the case. Now, to determine whether or not it's the right time for you to buy or sell, we need to have some one-on-one conversations. Sometimes those are private conversations for people when you're really getting down to the nitty-gritty of selling and buying homes and different circumstances that people might be in. So we're here to help with that, and we're here to have those one-on-one conversations with you to help you determine, is now a good time for you to buy or sell? And if it's not the right time right now, what does that time frame look like for you? What makes sense for you? So even though from a housing standpoint, from a real estate agent perspective, now's a great time to buy and sell, especially a great time to sell. And truly still a very good time to buy, even though things are so competitive because interest rates are still so low. Talking about interest rates real quick, that's a question I get asked a lot. What's going to happen with interest rates? What's going to happen? I mean, I wish I had the crystal ball and could tell you exactly what's going to happen with interest rates. I don't know. But what I do know is I follow people who are smarter than me and have good perspective on that type of thing. And I do know right now, the Mortgage Bankers of America are expecting that we're going to see interest rates start to kind of climb, nudge up some as the economy gets stronger. So predictions right now are that interest rates might be up to about 3.2% by third quarter, and then they should hold steady there into 2022. So those are just some predictions. But let me tell you this, even if interest rates begin to inch up to 3.2%. Like 3.2% is crazy, insane low still. That is still a phenomenal interest rate that allows a buyer to have a lot of buying power. So don't get too scared about interest rate increases. I mean, it'll happen at some point, and we'll kind of see. I'll keep you up to date as we move through the next coming months, like what the interest rates are doing and that type of thing. But that's just what the Mortgage Bankers of America are saying right now as far as kind of their predictions for this year. So overall, interest rates are going to remain pretty low for the year. Maybe not 2%. They might be 3.2%, but that's still a phenomenal rate. So that being said, while they're under 3.2%, if you are looking to buy, this might be the right time for you. The lower the interest rate, potentially the more buying power that you have as a buyer. So just something quick about interest rates. And then looking at inventory, nationally, we have a supply of about 1.9 months worth of inventory, which is crazy. And I want to give you kind of an example of how crazy that is to me, because back in probably 2009, 10, 11, 12, all through that time period, we had like 3-year supply of inventory for buyers. Like, it was insane. So now we are down. Hey, Joey, good to see you. Now we are down to 1.9 months worth of inventory. When I tell you inventory is low, I have not seen it this low in my entire career, and that's 17 years in real estate. That's not just, I've only been in real estate for the last 6 months or 12 months or 2 years. That's 17 years. I haven't ever seen inventory at these low levels in my career. So as a comparison, just kind of looking back to December of 2019, so just a little over a year ago, inventory levels were at 3.6 months worth of inventory. So still low at that point, but they're extremely low now. Some of that can be attributed to the pandemic. Some people who may have considered selling last year have postponed that. I do wholeheartedly believe that as we roll into the spring, we are going to maintain low inventory, but I do think that some of the sellers who were thinking about selling but not real sure what direction to go, we will see those start to come on the market. And I've got a question for you guys. So, and you can comment below. I would love to see what you guys say about this, kind of a little mini poll here. I would love to know that if you are considering selling this year, are you aiming to sell in the first half of the year, or are you more comfortable aiming to sell in the second half of the year? And if so, depending on whether you're more comfortable in the first half or second half, tell me a little bit about why. Is there anything economy related to that? Is there anything job related to that? Or is it just timing for you in general? So I would love to hear what you guys are thinking about for those of you that are considering selling, or it's kind of on your radar to do it this year. What is your timing looking like? And that's not a loaded question. That is really just for my own curiosity. I'm interested to see kind of where some of you are in your thoughts and plans with some of that. Some people have said, hey, I want to wait until later in the year, see how economy recovers as the vaccine comes out, that type of thing. So I'm just curious to see where everybody stands with that. So moving right along, we are going to get into the market numbers, and then I will let you get to the rest of your Friday and on to the weekend. We are going to look at January 2020 in Muskogee and Harris County closed sales. What closed out in January, which means it most likely went under contract in November or December of 2020. And this is January 2021. If I said 2020, I'm getting mixed up on my years. So these are stats for January 2021, this last month. In Muskogee and Harris County, there were 187 closed sales. Out of those closed sales, 55 were conventional loans, 58 were VA loans, 29 were FHA loans, 42 were cash buys of financing, could have been owner financing, that type of thing. The breakdown and price points, under 100,000 was about 17%. Oh, losing a little connection there. All right, I think I'm back. Anyhow, under 100,000, it was about 17% of what closed. That was 30. Oh, I'm struggling with internet connection. Sorry, guys. 100 to 200,000, that was 68 closed sales. 200 to 300,000, there were 51 closed sales. 300 to 400,000, there were 27 closed sales. 400 to 500,000, there were 5 closed sales. 500,000 to $1 million, there were 4 closed sales, and there were no closed sales over $1 million. So that puts us at about 63% of everything that closed in January was between $100,000 and $300,000. Right now, there are currently about 326 active listings for Muskogee and Harris County in the Columbus MLS, Columbus Board of Realtors MLS, and there are 479 pending sales. So look at these numbers. We closed 187 in January. There are 326 active and 479 under contract. Crazy, crazy, crazy low inventory, and things are moving very, very quickly, especially in certain price points. Just as a comparison, in January of 2020 versus January of 2021, there were 200 closed sales. So a few less closed sales this past January, but I'm telling you right now, that is because of extremely low inventory. Because the buyers are out there and they are competing and bidding on homes within days of homes coming on the market. Again, especially in certain price points. So let's look at January 2021 for Russell and Lee County. There were 94 closed sales. Out of those, 24 were conventional loans, 35 were VA, 20 were FHA, 10 were cash, and 5 were other types of financing, owner, USDA, all of that. Price point breakdown, under 100,000 were 9 closed sales. 100 to 200,000, there were 39 closed sales. 200 to 300,000, it was 36. 300 to 400,000, it was 7. 400 to 500, it was 2. 500 to $1 million, it was 1, and there were none over $1 million. Right now, that puts us at about 79% of what's sold and closed in Russell and Lee County through the East Alabama Board of Realtors. 79% were 100 to 300,000. So that's a large majority of that market. And certainly in that price range, things are extremely competitive right now. There are currently 175 active listings and 201 pending sales. So again, low inventory, extremely low inventory. Closed sales in January 2020, there were 92 closed sales, so pretty close, just a couple sales off, right on par. And remember, back in 2020, it was pre-pandemic in January, and we are still at pre-pandemic levels, and I see that getting even better as we move into the spring. So that's kind of your quick down and dirty January market update, giving you some quick statistics on some things. I will be getting more information to you. I encourage you, if you know anybody that's thinking of buying or selling, you think some of this information might be helpful to them, tag them below. Type their name into the comments so that they don't miss out on getting some of this good information. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about buying or selling and trying to determine if now's the right time for you, give us a call. Give me a call. You can call me, text me, email me, kim@kimmixon.com. And my cell phone number is 706-332-6349. You can text me on that number, call me on that number, shoot me an email, let me know your thoughts and questions. Sometimes people don't want to ask a lot of it in a public forum, like in comments on Facebook. Not a problem. You can private message me. You can, again, text me, email me, and we can talk through what your specific circumstances are and if the timing might be right and what that strategy would be, because that's what it's all about, is putting together a strategy that works for you. And strategies are not the same for every buyer and seller. There's no one way to do it right. So, you guys, I hope your February is phenomenal. I personally, being somebody who grew up in Florida, am very much looking forward to the spring when things are a little warmer. But enjoy this time. We've got Valentine's Day coming up, and February is always kind of a short, fun month. So enjoy that, and I will be coming to you with more information through the month, and of course we'll be doing our monthly market updates to keep you up to speed on anything. But in the meantime, if you have questions, concerns, anything you want to talk about real estate wise, just let me know, and I'm happy to do it. It's one of my favorite subjects. So you guys have a good one. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.